So we've talked about hydration, we've talked about a balanced diet, we've talked about balancing your acidity and alkalinity, your body chemistry. We talked about omega-3. Anything else, Peter, that you would suggest that people should be doing to create this healthy foundation for life?
Well, the only other big area that we haven't touched on is exercise.
Absolutely. I was just going to say that's the one, isn't it?
You know, that's the final piece of that particular jigsaw for very, very simple bits of advice. And when I talk to my clients about exercise, you know, what are you doing, what are your activity levels, what is your job. Some people have a job that's sufficient that they don't need to do anything else because they're so active during the day. But a lot of people immediately think, oh right, I've got to join the gym.
Yes.
And they say, well, no, actually, you haven't got to join a gym at all. You can do things in your own home for free.
Yes.
That work just as well. You have steps, even if you live in a bungalow, there'll be a step somewhere that you can do some, you know, step aerobics to. You know, you can do weight training. There'll be things around your home that you can do weight training with. You can, you know, you have stairs, a few runs up and down the stairs, you know, for half an hour each day. There's so many different things, and also there's the great outdoors. Go for a walk, go for a run. You know, you go on your bike every day.
Yes.
You know, there's so many different things that people can do for free. But what I do find is that people try to use a gym membership as a bit of a crutch.
I think that's really interesting, particularly after Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. And they think that, right, I've joined a gym now.
It's sorted.
And then they sit back and never use their membership.
Absolutely.
And they just let it run through. And then when you later in the year, when you talk to them about exercise, they say, oh yeah, well, I'm a member at a gym.
That's right.
I'm like, oh right, okay, so how often do you go? Well, you know, I haven't been for 3 months.
No, because the weather wasn't very good, and actually
Yeah.
it's been a bit busy on Saturdays, and I can only go on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I love that. Can I just pick up a couple of things that you said and elaborate on that, Peter? I think the other thing about gym membership, which I'm very passionate about, is that exercise, it's very important to exercise, certainly for weight loss, in the right heart rate range. And what happens with a lot of people is that they go to the gym and they don't go that often, so they'll go and they'll work really, really hard, and they'll generate cortisol and adrenaline, which actually can cause you to hold on to fat around the middle. And therefore, if you're going to exercise, make sure that you're exercising in the right heart rate range, and my program explains how you can do that with the heart rate monitor, but also that you do it regularly. And it's not something that you do in a frenetic burst and then don't do for another week or two and then do in another frenetic burst, because actually that can even be counterproductive. So I think this is where the small steps taken regularly add up to the massive benefit. And you wouldn't expect to get wealthy overnight unless you won the lottery, and the evidence is that people often lose the money. So if you want to create the healthy foundation, do it by changing the habits and patterns, and that's what we're talking about here, isn't it?
Absolutely.
All of the things that we've talked about are simple habits and patterns that you can put into practice.
Yeah.